Question of the day for June 17, 2024. Who is the best Lakers team of all time? So, based off these four teams right here that I've chosen, the 1971-72, the 1986-87, 2000-2001, and 2008-2009 Lakers, which of these is the best Lakers team of all time? So for this video, I'm doing other teams also, but for this video, all of these teams won the championship that year. But for the other teams that I'm gonna pick, all of them did not win the championship. They had great teams, they just didn't win the championship. So for this video though, however, the 72, 87, 01, and 09 Lakers all ended up winning the championship. So I'm gonna go in depth with you, seeing who they played, who was on the teams, and what their record was. So we're going to start off with the 1971-72 Lakers. Ironically, Elgin Baylor had played for the Lakers for like 12 years, and him and Jerry West had played, and they never won a ring. Elgin Baylor actually played the first 9 games of this season. So at the end of the year, when they finally did win the championship, the Lakers gave Elgin Baylor a championship ring, even though he didn't play in the playoffs at all because he had retired. But they gave him a championship ring. But unfortunately, because he didn't play, nobody really considers Elgin Baylor NBA champion. So the 72 Lakers went on a winning streak. I think it was like 33 games. I think it was 33 games in a row. They went 69-13, which was one of the greatest records of all time back then. They beat the Bulls and the Bucks, who back then were in the Western Conference. Then, like, teams moved around. So you'll notice it's no Western Conference first round because in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they didn't have as many teams. So in the NBA, they actually used to get buys because they didn't have that many teams to go like 3 and 4 rounds. So they used to give teams buys. So on that team, like I said, Elgin Baylor started out the 9 games, then he retired. But you had Jerry West, you had Gail Goodrich, you had Wilt Chamberlain, of course. Next, the 1986-87
that
Lakers.
was the Lakers.
I probably could have went with the
championship,
84,
but that was
85
Wilt.
Lakers.
Well, not Wilt.
That
But
was
I
Jerry
went with
West,
86,
first
87.
and only championship. They had a
Jerry West
65
had been to the
17
finals
record.
like
You had
9
Kareem
times.
Abdul-Jabbar. You had Michael Cooper, A.C. Green, Magic Johnson, Kurt Rambis, Byron Scott, Michael Thompson, James Worthy. They ended up beating the Nuggets in the first round. They beat the Warriors in the second round. Ironically, they beat the Supersonics in the Western Conference Finals. That year, the Supersonics had a losing record of 39-43 and somehow made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals with a losing record of 39-43. That just shows you it don't matter what you did in the regular season. If you can just get to the playoffs, it can all pay off. And of course, they beat Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the Celtics in the finals in '87 to win the championship. Next, we got the 2000-2001 Lakers. Their record, they didn't even have the number 1 seed. I think San Antonio had the number 1 seed. But this Lakers team is legendary for only losing 1 game in the playoffs. If it wasn't for Allen Iverson going off in Game 1 in 2001, the Lakers would have been the only team to ever win every game in the playoffs. So, that was Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox. I didn't know Devin George was on that team. Horace Grant and Ron Harper quietly both have 5 NBA championship rings, I think. Robert Horry has 7 rings. Tyronn Lue, Mark Masson, Slava Medvedenko, Shaq, Isaiah Rodder. I didn't even know Isaiah Rodder was on that team. And Brian Shaw. So that 2001 Lakers team, some people may consider that the greatest Laker team of all time. If I think about it, like that in the 80s, that would be a good fight. I mean, a good battle. Now, last, we're going to go with the 2008-2009 Lakers team. So, this team, they were 65-17. There was Trevor Ariza, Shannon Brown, Kobe Bryant, Andrew Bynum, Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Derek Fisher, Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, Luke Walton, Adam Morrison, who didn't do anything really but sit on the bench. During that playoffs, they beat Utah. And then they played the Rockets. I remember that series because everybody was shocked that the Rockets beat the Lakers in the first round. And then they kept going back and forth, back and forth. That's when Aaron Brooks was going crazy. And they ended up going 7 games. That's when Kobe Bryant and Ron Artest had got into it. When Kobe Bryant had elbowed Ron Artest in the throat. And then he tried to fight Kobe Bryant. And then the next year he joined the Lakers and they won another championship. They beat the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. And they beat Dwight Howard and the Magic in the NBA Finals 4-1. So, out of those 4 Lakers teams that I listed, who do you think is the greatest Laker team of all time? If you think it's a different Lakers team, let me know in the comments section. But out of the 4 that I listed, who do you feel is the greatest Laker team of all time? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. More videos coming soon. Trey T out. Peace.